spark gaps. One of them that I have received today, variant made by Bomac division. This is part of the cover that it comes with. It looks like a beer. JAN 6522, brand new one. It does have a screws in it, although there is another one that looks very much similar. The contacts are black. Those are copper. One of them is radioactive, one is not. Don't try to turn that. These lamps are 40, 50 years old, sometimes 30 years old, and you simply lose the vacuum. This is the one that was fairly new. This part, it's dimmy. The reason for that is that when you plug that, you gotta have to have a sink, cooling radiator. Now, this is a brand new stuff that we used. I have few of them. You can go here. Here's the, as you see, it's not a solid metal. It's made from rings. This is from different lamp, but you can clearly see the hole. I'm gonna show it like that. This was a beauty. It's still packed. I open up this one. Now look at the comparison between Russian-made, this one, and this is the Russian-made, and the American-made. You see the handle in the American one, the other one has a screw. Right, this is the screw terminal in here. But basically, they are the same diameter. Yeah, the heatsink is extremely important. Those two copper discs that you see in here, right, those are the sides of the spark gap and supposed to be connected to the heatsink. So let's see how the heatsink looks like. At the bottom you see the T connector. On right hand side is the transmitter, on left hand side is the output to the antenna. Then you look at the half circular structure that is at the rear flanges, left and right. Those are connectors to that heatsink, and also it goes to the receiver on the top. When the spark gap jumps, the receiver input is shorted through the spark gap. That's how it was protected. This is 1 point and this is point number 2. Sharp tips of the spark gap. This is one flange. And then we have another one, which would be this one. Inside of heatsink, approximately somewhere in the middle of that flange. This is the insulator of the heatsink. Those are the flanges. This is a spark gap by itself. A part of the plasma glow coning shape, so that would be created like that. A little bit narrower in this point, and then you can represent the plasma glow this way. This is the connection for the receiver of the radar. This part is a connector. This part in here and this part in here, it's a metal, and this one goes to this flange, this one goes to this flange. Now you have a spark gap in the middle. The tube was made with the air evacuated from this point. This is a connector here for the transmitter, and this is the L connector that goes to the transmitter. The same signal goes from the transmitter in here to this center pin, so both of them represent the same. Another model of the spark gap tube is the one that is presented in here, V157. There is an American one also like that. It could look also this way, so it's not full body, made from copper. The heatsink is fastened with 4 screws. In some of the Russian versions they have a little bit glass bulb exposed, and that's also for the plasma, simplifying that. Now most of the Americans, all of the Americans, they have a clear glass. As you see, a little bit narrower in the middle, and that's how the plasma is created. So the upper part has a gas on it. The middle part where the vacuum is has a spark gap, and that's how the geometry of the spark gap look like. You see there is a little bit different. The lower part is sharp, the upper part is empty, and gives even distribution of the spark gap. So this is important. This is the adjustment of the spark gap. Never adjust it. You're gonna lose the vacuum. And this is how this thing looks inside. Okay, now we see the contacts in here. So this is one contact, and this is a second contact. Those are the peaks of the contacts. Okay, so let's put it this way. The sharp points, conical, and there is a circle that is empty inside, and that gives a shape of the plasma that is jumping in between. A adjusting screw, that would be this part. Okay, so that's how JN1B24A is being packed. Okay, for the first time it was under the pressure, and here what we have. That should be visible, and I'm gonna pull it out. Completely new one. Okay, that's how it is.
What's that?
I have no idea. What is that?
Powder.
Powder? Oh, smells. This powder smells.
Yeah.
Okay. And well, we gotta try to clean it up. Oh boy, this is beauty. Now let me see if there is a date of manufacturer. Well, it should be 777. That's what it looks like. So 87, 97, 2007, 34 years old. Yeah, this is the model number. This is the model number. Yeah, yeah, 777. So it was waiting for me almost 4 years, right? Okay, not that easy.
The first one also looks like this?
No, the first one, yeah, I have it in here. Show it in here. See?
Okay.
Very much similar to this. This one is very much similar. The difference is that this one is now the full metal, and also requires a heat sink, but I didn't damage this one other than just turning the screw and show this one. You see in here this one, and this one is exactly like the one that I've got. My wife is helping me.
So maybe this is grease sand.
Yeah, grease sand, right. It's smelly.
It's old, it must be so.
How do you call it? The women use for the nails?
Polish removal.
Polish? Okay. I can treat it with this. Okay, so this one's supposed to be not even altering, because it's almost no way for that to be done. It was sealed under the pressure. There is no warranty on it any longer. Interesting spark gap in here. I wouldn't bother to even play with that. Also, evacuation piping for that one. That's how it looks like. And that's how it looks like. It's just a part of the waveguide. You see in here the evacuation pipe, the receiver, and then you have a transmitter that goes in here. See, evacuation pipe, receiver, the same story is here. Now this Russian beauty is very interesting. Looks like removable one. You can exchange the parts in it, take it out. And this is the here you see the glass tube. Okay. Now, two others. This is extremely rare stuff. Almost impossible to get it. I've seen only one. I've got this one. Now most of them, they have this kind of rod and it becomes bluish. It allows you to tune to the maximum of the power transferred. Now this one, Russian. Oh, it's Bomac, also Bomac. Now the problem with this is, as you see, something cracked in it, and also there is a crack on the glass. But I'm sure it's working. I gotta try it next time. Okay, so this is my collection of the spark gap tubes. Piece of good history. Thank you.